Welcome back. So today I have more of the Amazon Black Friday deals, and this is going to consist of a little bit more of everything: tools, toys, tech, random. So I'll kind of fly through it. Just this first one is an example of what to try to avoid. So here we have the Sony, and you don't have to avoid it. It is on sale, but it is the best sale. So it's the Sony wireless premium noise canceling overhead headphones with mic for phone call and Alexa voice control. It's showing $198 even, 43% off, and it does have the Black Friday moniker. Now, that being said, that's why we check the price history. And just so everybody knows, the way you check the price history is you'll go up to the link, or the full link that you have in the URL, copy, paste that in to camel, and you paste it in here into the search bar. For example, you paste that in, you hit search, and it'll take you to the exact product, and then it'll take you to the price history. So for example, these Sony headphones do have about 3-4 years of history, and they're at their second lowest price, so not a terrible deal. And it does look like they've been at $198 in the recent past. Look like it's gone up and down, but they have been down to $129 once before, and it was between September and November. Looks like October 7th they went down to $129. So not to say that it's a bad deal, but just something to watch out for, because these Black Friday deals, although they are deals, they won't necessarily be the best deals. So that one out of the way. The rest will be best price in history, and of course we'll verify, or if not, really close to it. So here we have the SanDisk Professional 4TB Pro, up to 3000 megabits per second, Thunderbolt 3, 40 gigabit per second, USB-C 10 gigabits per second, IP68 dust and water resistant, external solid state drive. This is $369.99 for 4 terabytes, which is an ungodly amount of data, although nowadays it's probably not too much. But it passes the smell test in the sense of, here you have the 2 terabyte option for $379. So you're getting double the space, double the storage for $10 less. So seems like a Black Friday deal, but let's verify the price history. So here we are, average, well, actually this is a relatively new product, so take that with a grain of salt, but averaged about $600 over the last month. And they've cut the price in half, essentially, down to $370. So that's a little bit tougher to gauge. $369.99. It is down in price, and it is way lower than the 2 terabyte, so something to consider. And we keep going here. Trash cans feel like are an invaluable thing, of course, I'm sure everybody agrees, but sometimes you just need a convenient one in a convenient place, and surprisingly they can get pretty pricey, as you can see here in the bottom list. But here we have the iTouchless SoftStep 3-gallon small slim bathroom step trash can with Absorbex odor filter, removable inner bucket pedal stainless steel garbage bin for bathroom or bedroom or business, office, or cubicle. And this is on sale for $29.33, which for a trash can seems a little bit pricey, but not for these ones that are a little bit more complex and kind of contain the odor, which is ideal depending what you're throwing in there. But again, convenient to have. But price history wise, looks like this has been out for about 4 years. It did come out at $35 and has increased since then over the years. It looks like it's averaged probably about $50 to $55 going up. So $55 recently, but it is down to $29. So that is a decent drop. But again, it is a trash can, but sometimes people need trash cans, so something to consider. Next, we have this Zebra Pen Sarasa Clip Vintage and Mildliner Neutral Set, 7 retractable gel pens, 7 dual tip highlighters, fine point, it's 0.5 millimeter sorted neutral vintage colors. So pack 14 total, 14 count total. I see this more as a gift. I'm kind of into pens, and I love Zebra pens in general. Haven't seen these in general before, so picked it because it's an interesting pick. Does show Black Friday deal, 18% off, $12.99. Let's verify the price history. And here it shows came out at $21. About 6 months of history, where they averaged about 17, 18 bucks, but it is down to its best price at $12.99. So for some pens, pretty decent discount. Next, we have this Coast Founders Collection Gentleman's EDC Folding Pocket Knife, Tonto Blade, lowest price in 30 days, which is always fun to see. It's showing 50% off, so it's $24.99. Flipper tab and liner lock, 2-position pocket clip, pretty cool. And it even has an extra 10% off, so you'll get this for about $250 less than what it's showing. So about $22.50. And then these other ones, looks like this silver one is on sale as well, and the other ones are not, for over $40. This is the Tonto. Let's check the price history on this. has about a year, 2 years of history. Averaged well over $40, 45 bucks more recently. And it has dropped down once before, and this is the second time that it's been down to $24.99. So this is the Coast Founders Collection set. Gentleman's EDC folding pocket knife, and if I haven't said it, and if hopefully I don't forget to put it in, links will be in the description for any of these items if you are interested in checking them out. Next, we have the Western Digital 1 terabyte NVMe solid state drive, PCIe Gen 4 M.2, 2280 up to 5,150 megabits per second. Lowest price in 30 days. So this is another storage, which I built my PC 10 years ago. The one that I do my videos on and game and whatever. About 10 years ago, and I remember paying close to $100 for about maybe 200 gigabytes. The first few solid state drives, maybe 100-ish bucks for the first solid state drives that were coming out, or at least when they were more available. And here we have a terabyte for $60, and it's an NVMe SSD, so it's a lot faster. Anyways, always impressed to see the low price of these. $60, 40% off. Let's check the price history. Looks like it has about 6 months of history. Average probably around $85, maybe closer to $75. Has come down in the last month, and it is down to $60. The Western Digital 1 terabyte NVMe solid state drive. And we continue. Here we have the NJP651, the Hori weeding and digging knife, hardened edition, authentic Tomita, established 1960. This little knife looks pretty cool. Japanese stainless steel, 7¼ inch blade, wood handle with premium leather sheath. It is a digging knife. That's pretty cool. Has measurements on the other side of the blade. Specialty knife. That's pretty cool. So it's showing $19.28, 64% off with an additional 10% off. So I would imagine at least it goes down to $18, $17.28 roughly. Yeah, that's pretty interesting looking knife. Let's check the price history. 1928 has about 6 years of history. Always averaged about $45 recently, probably closer to $35. So it's $31 here. Has been close to this price before, but this is at its best price. So 1928 for this Japanese weeding digging knife. I guess if we have a bunch of weeds, get down to the root. And we continue. SwissGear ScanSmart laptop backpack, black, 17-inch, lowest price in 30 days, 56% off, $39.99. Looks like a very versatile backpack, and of course, SwissGear is nothing to joke about. Excellent quality brand. $39.99 for one of their backpacks sounds really, really good. Let's check the price history, and according to price history, actually that is confirmed. Looks like about 2-3 years of history, and it averages easy probably about $80, $82 here, but even the eyeball test, even recently, probably about just below $80, and it's down to $39.99. So pretty incredible deal actually on this SwissGear backpack. This is a steal. It's still in stock, and I've noticed some of these do go out of stock. So just be wary. This isn't marked as a Black Friday deal, but it is the lowest price, which means whoever's selling this SwissGear store, I don't know how Amazon works, but it's not monitored as a Black Friday, but it is an excellent deal. They've definitely knocked it down in price. So $39.99, 56% off. And we continue. VEVOR oil filter socket set, 14-piece oil filter wrench set, sturdy steel oil filter socket, 3/8 inch oil filter socket, low profile oil filter socket set for easy access, oil filter wrench cap with set case. I didn't know these existed, but seems pretty convenient. And it's only $19.68, 32% off. I think I bought like the oil filter wrench, which is at least close to $10, I think, and I struggle with it. So I feel like this would have been probably a better investment, even though I probably wouldn't use all of these. $20. I have 3 cars that I'm changing the oil on, so maybe it would have been worth it. But let's see, 1968 VEVOR set. Price history, these have averaged over the last 2-3 years $30 pretty clearly, and it's down to $19.68, so an easy 32% off. That's accurate. Next, some more VEVOR. We have the jack stands, 3-ton, 6,000 pounds capacity car jack stands, double locking, 10.8 to 16.3 inch adjustable height for lifting SUV, pickup trucks or cars, UTVs, ATVs, red. This is one pair. These are showing a Black Friday deal, 46% off at $19.89. $8.99, but let's go ahead and check the price history, see how real this is. So showing best price, average $35 over the last year and a half, 2 years. Went up in price, probably close to about $40, and is down to $19.99. So definitely a good deal on these jack stands. Jack stands are always something interesting to purchase, just because you want them to be rated properly. You want these not to be cheap Chinese ones. Not to say that these aren't made in China, but definitely want them to be quality. And I've seen a lot of VEVOR, some tools definitely worth taking a flyer at for $19.99. I guess maybe something to test out. They do look like the Daytona pins, pretty solidly made. I wonder if Project Forum tested these. If not, they'd be good ones to test it. But they do have the better little feet, so they don't dig into any of the asphalt type ground if you're not working on cement, and it'll spread out the pressure of the weight on each foot. But yeah, VEVOR jack stands, $19.99. That's a steal for some jack stands. That VEVOR's relatively known brand, at least here on Amazon. Next, we have the Mechanix Wear Nitrile disposable gloves, powder-free textured, 5mm black, 6% claim. These are $13.29, 30% off. This is the large. Compared to the medium, it's like a third of the price, or almost a third of the price. And compared to the extra large, definitely a third, almost a quarter of the price. So these look like they're on a Black Friday deal. They obviously say they are. Let's check the price history. Looks like they came out originally just below $20 back in 2019. And then they went up in price pretty drastically, between $30 and $40. Assuming pretty popular. Beginning of the year, they dropped down. But now they are down to their lowest price. So definitely a Black Friday deal. $13.29 for these nitrile gloves. And then we have the next few are going to be some Schumacher's jump starters, 3 different sets. So they all are excellent deals. So here we have the Schumacher electric lithium jump starter and portable power pack, 3-in-1, 800 amps, so 12-volt battery. Works on cars, motorcycles, trucks, boats, and more. Black Friday deal, 58% off. It's $29.99 plus an extra 10% off. So it'll come down to about $26 for a jump starter, Shoemaker, and it's a battery charger. So, and did it say it's a strobe SOS? Seems like an excellent deal, excellent gift. Anyways, Schumacher, $29.99. Let's check the price history. A few years of history, about 2-3 years. Average by eyeball about $70 to $80. And it's down to $30. And next, another Schumacher electric lithium jump starter portable power pack, 3-in-1. This is 1,000 amp, 12-volt battery. Works on cars, motorcycle, trucks, boats, and more as well. Black Friday deal, 56% off. This is $39.99, which seems like an incredible deal. This one has a flashlight, USB charging, strobe, and SOS. I think the other one also had a flashlight. It just looks like this is a higher capacity, but still a jump starter / battery pack. So let's look at the price history on this. And this also has about 2 years of history. Averaged probably about $90. It shows $81, so $81, and it's down to $39.99. So this is exactly 50% off, which seems like an excellent deal. And then we'll look at this last Schumacher. There might be other Schumacher items on sale. Maybe we'll look at the store in just a second. But this is electric lithium jump starter and portable power pack. This is a 2,000 amp. I'm assuming it's the same 3-in-1, 12 volt, 10-liter gas, 10-liter diesel engines. Works on cars, trucks, motorcycles, marine batteries, SUVs, and more. And the advertising here all looks super similar, except this is an even higher capacity, higher amps, 2,000 amps. So this is $59.99, 65% off. Let's just see if how accurate that 60% off is. So this averaged, looks like around 160, 152, and it's down to $59.99. So, and that's over the last 2 years. So this price history is, I mean, it's as accurate as it's going to be. But you have a good history of what the price is, and it hasn't been this low. So, excellent price drop. And Schumacher, at least from what I've seen, is a pretty reputable brand. So excellent deal on these jump starters. Continuing on, we have the Pentel EnerGel RTX retractable liquid gel pens, 0.7 millimeter, medium line metal tip black ink, pack of 2 for $2.97. They're 59% off, and I'm pretty sure all the colors are $2.97, or at least the few that I've clicked on. $2.97, so really good deal for these. Pentel, one of my go-to brands for pens and pencils. $2.97 for a couple of pens, 59% off. Let's check the price history. And they've been to this price once before, about 3 years ago, and then a couple times this year. But most of their history, the last 10 years, they're about $10, maybe $8. Yeah, about $7, $8, but they're down to $2.97. So $2.97, not too bad of a price. Yeah, normally $7.20. So pretty good deal on some pens. And yeah, I think the rest are going to be more toys, but good deal on toys nonetheless. So this is a Rubik's Cube. I'm sure everyone is aware of what a Rubik's Cube is. For some reason, there you go. This is the special retro 50th anniversary edition. It's $5 even. This is the original 3x3. Probably don't need to go too much into it. But $5 even for Rubik's Cube sounds about right. Although I feel like they can be more overpriced. But here's the price history for this one. About 7-8 months. Clearly averaging about $12. Dropped down to $5 at one point. Recently, it went back up. But most of the time it's been at the $12. But now it is back down to the $5. So classic gift, classic toy for $5 even. Not too bad. Next we have this EVGA Z15 RGB USB gaming keyboard, backlit LED, hot swappable mechanical keys, speed silver switches, linear, all in black. EVGA, I think I have the EVGA 980 Ti graphics card, and I've had it for going on 9 years. 9 years, probably pretty close. So I'm a fan of EVGA. They make good stuff. I think my power supply is also EVGA, so I'm a big fan. And here's a keyboard. They make a bunch of computer accessories, but this is $24.99, 58% off for what looks like a pretty decent keyboard. Look at the price history, and this has easily averaged over the last couple years over $45. More recently, about the $45 range. Maybe went down to about $30 at one point. But it's down to $24.99. So this is the lowest price and best price for this keyboard. And we continue on. We're going to have a couple of the green toys. And I think these are specific for being like, I want to say healthy plastic or healthy paint. They're manufactured in a way that's non-toxic for kids to play with, especially like little kids, since they put a lot of the toys in their mouths. At least that's my understanding. And these toys tend to be pretty pricey. From what I've seen, normally these toys one-offs are like $10 to $15. But anyways, that being said, here we have a set of two, the paddle boat and tugboat for $7.99 for these pretty high quality toys. And we'll look at the price history. And you have about 3 years of history. Looks like they average pretty easily about $20, gone down to probably about maybe $10, $10-ish at some points, but it's down to $7.99. So pretty good deal for this. Green Toys is the brand, paddle boat and tugboat. Next, same thing, Green Toys, rescue boat, and soundboard book bundle. This is a limited time deal, 18% have been claimed. Black Friday deal, 48% off. You get the boat, a couple characters, and the helicopter for $11.99. This one has about 2 years of history, and geez Louise, for the first year and a half, it averaged over $50. And then this year it's come down to $20, pretty much at its lowest at one point, but go back up to $40. But it's on sale for $11.99. So $11.99 comes with the book, a copter, tugboat, and 2 little characters. Definitely a Black Friday deal, 48% off. And then last but not least, same thing, Green Toys Construction Vehicle 3-pack. This is 89% claimed. So this one's almost gone through, but I'll still put it in anyways. 58% off, $11.99 for a dump truck, a cement mixer, and a tractor here. $11.99, 58% off. Same thing, Green Toys. Pretty reputable brands for being more healthy and safe for little ones to play with. Looks like this one's averaged probably about 20 to 30 bucks. Huge range, to be honest, but it is down at its lowest price. And with that, I'll leave it back to you. Happy Black Friday shopping. If you're finding some good deals. If you found this useful, please consider liking and or subscribing. Everything will be linked in the description, and as soon as I find some more deals, I'll send them your way.